Welcome back, PPR fans, to the first week of the 2024 high school football playoffs. My name is Shane Donovan, and I'm here at Fallbrook High School, where the Warriors will be taking on the Monte Vista Monarchs. Fallbrook is hosting tonight's matchup as the number 5 seed in the Division 5 playoff race, despite not winning a single game. The Warriors faced a tough schedule up to this point in the season, playing a good amount of upper division teams. However, the new playoff format worked in their favor, and they will now be getting to see tonight what they are really made of. On the other sideline, the Monarchs come into tonight with a 5-5 record and snatch the final spot in the Division 5 playoff race. They are led by their star running back, Alexander Villanueva, who not only led the county in rushing yards, but was ranked 74th in the nation with 1,862 yards. A win here tonight would show the rest of the bracket that they are a force to be reckoned with. Well, PPR fans, both teams have a lot to prove tonight, so let's get straight into the matchup.
We're going to start off here in the first quarter as the Monarchs have the ball. They're going to snap it and hand it off to Alexander Villanueva, who puts his foot in the ground and is outrunning the Warrior defense. He hits the sideline and is rumbling down into Warrior territory and is going to be taken down around the 15-yard line. That would help set up this QB keeper by Derek Taylor, who would put them up 6-0 here early in the first. The Monarchs would then elect to go for 2 and would punch it in with Alexander Villanueva to put him up 8-0. But now it's time for the Fallbrook Warriors to answer back as Evan Thomas is going to drop back, look deep, and is going to find the freshman phenom, Teague Lucy, who is wide open down the middle of the field, is going to give a nice little head slap to the Monarch defense, going down around the 23-yard line. That will put the Warriors in prime position to score as Evan Thomas would take the read option himself and get into the end zone to make the score 6-8. They would then elect to go for 2 as they would hand it off to the big back himself, Grant Hall, who would pound his way into the end zone to tie up the score here early in the first. They would go for the onside kick and recover it, and so now Evan Thomas is going to drop back, throw the fadeaway jumper for Ryder Wood, who is open for the score for Fallbrook. They would elect to go for 2 as Evan Thomas takes the snap and bobbles it. He gets outside of the pocket, is rolling to his left, throws it up for Ryder Wood, but is going to be incomplete, making the score 14-8. But the Monarchs would answer so quickly that we weren't even ready, and Rashawn Florence is going to get into the end zone for Monte Vista. They would elect to go for the PAT and would make the score 15-14 here in the second. The Warriors would get the ball back as Evan Thomas drops back, can't find anyone, rolls out of the pocket, throws a moon ball into the deep corner of the end zone, and Teague Lucy, the freshman phenom, comes down with it in the back of the end zone. In a game that's going back and forth, every point matters, and Fallbrook would elect to go for the PAT, and they would make it, making the score 21-15. With just a few minutes left here in the second quarter, Derek Thomas would drop and can find Rashawn Florence, who is rumbling his way down the sideline and gets in for the score for the Monarchs, making the score 22-21 right before half. Monte Vista would get the ball here in the third quarter as they would hand it off to the county leading rusher, Alexander Villanueva, who would get into the end zone for the Monarchs. A bad snap would make it 28-21 for Monte Vista, and now it's Fallbrook's turn to answer back as Evan Thomas drops back and finds Ryder Wood, who is open and waltzes his way into the end zone. Down by 1, the Fallbrook Warriors would go for the PAT, but it would be blocked, making the score 28-27 here in the third quarter. We're going to pick up now in the fourth quarter as Dupree Flanoid is going to take the pitch, get into the sideline, and he's going to kindly push his way into the end zone to put 6 on the board for the Monte Vista Monarchs. They would elect to go for the PAT to make it an 8-point game, but it would be blocked, making the score 34-27 here late in the fourth. Fallbrook would get into deep Monarch territory, and Evan Thomas would take it himself and get into the end zone to make the score 34-33 with just a few minutes left. The Warriors would elect to go for the win and go for the 2-point conversion as Evan Thomas would try and take it himself, get around the corner, but he's going to be stuffed by Rashawn Florence, who would make the game-saving tackle. The final score would be 34-33. After the game, we caught up with Rashawn Florence.
What's going on, PPR fans? I'm here with Rashawn Florence. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
You had 2 touchdowns on the night, and you guys got the big win tonight. What does that mean for you guys?
I mean, it means so much. We haven't had a playoff win since 2018, and it means so much to bring it back to Monte Vista. I've been grinding with these boys for so long, and everybody counted us out. Even the other team counted us out. Everybody's counted us out, but we keep fighting back, and we keep doing great.
How do you guys continue the success into next week?
Just work harder and study and watch film and be disciplined. I mean, we just got to study and do hard. We know what they have on the other side of the team, Sir Audrey and all of them, but we're going to stay disciplined and fight to the hard.
Hey!